So I'm back here at the cabin site, and the plan originally was to bring the tractor back to my place and get my sawmill loaded onto a trailer to bring here to the property and then do the milling here. But what I'm going to try here is I have a hay wagon that I was able to shorten down to 9 feet, so it'll take 10-foot logs. I think I can get 6 logs on each load to take back to my place. This way here I don't have to move my mill and then deal with whether or not I'm actually going to be able to even get it leveled properly and everything in the So that's what I'm here to do today. Is I'm going to take a load of logs, these logs here, on the hay wagon behind the van, take them back to my place, and then see how much time there is involved in that, and then I'll determine from there whether or not I just want to go back to the original plan, which is to bring the sawmill up here. I'm sorry, I know I was a little bit rushed and all that, but I've already been here this morning and I forgot the key for the tractor, so I had to drive all the way back home to get that. So that's another roughly hour that I've killed today. I got off to a late start. It's really hot out today. It's just getting hotter. And the deer flies are nasty. Nasty. The deer flies are nasty. So I'm a little cantankerous, I suppose. Anyway, so I'm going to set this up somewhere and we'll see what we get. Okay, so now I guess we'll see if I'm pushing my luck with these old tires. They're all cracked. You know, I guess they're, heard that called dry rot. I just put air in them so they're holding air well. They didn't sag much at all when I put that weight on. It's not a huge amount of weight. So I guess I'm going to put the tractor away and then hook up and be on my way home. Times like this when I think a second set of hands would be really handy. Don't get me wrong, I love working alone. You might even say I prefer working alone most of the time. I forgot to show you me unloading the logs once I got them back to the house, and it actually went pretty good. They weren't too hard for me to unload, so I'm thinking that this is going to be the method that I'm going to use. I'm just heading back there to get another load of logs, and this time oh, there's a frog in the middle of the road. Hot day like today, and he's in the middle of the road. Crazy frog. Anyways, I'll show you me unloading the logs this time to show you how that went. And yeah, I guess on some levels this almost seems like cheating or laziness. It's putting out a video, building a cabin in the wood, and here I am bringing the logs out of the woods over to my house half an hour away to mill them up and then bring them back. And in fact, given that my home is where my shop is, I'm thinking that I might even do the joinery work on many of the logs at home versus waiting until I get back. Because at this point, it would be fake if I would take them them back there. It doesn't make sense. Joinery can be done anywhere, and why not do it at home by my shop where all my tools are, rather than bringing all my tools and all my other stuff. The aggravation just so that I can make a video. That doesn't make sense. It seems kind of disingenuous. You know, this whole project from a video perspective, from a YouTube perspective, has taken on a different plight or a different life than what I had originally anticipated or expected for it. But you know, I'm not building the cabin because I want to make a video like a lot of the videos you see out there, which I find, as I said earlier, disingenuous, because they're building the cabin simply, you can tell from watching the construction, that they're building the cabin purely to make the video, and I get that, but that's just not for me. I'm trying to build a cabin for somebody so that they can use the cabin and enjoy it, and at the end of the day, you know, I don't want to make that my job any harder than it has to be. I think I just made a wrong turn, but that's okay. So yeah, I'll leave it there. I'm just going to focus on driving at this point. See you back at the property. I have yet figured out how to back one of these things up. So I guess what I was trying to get at in the car there, on the van on the way here, was that although entertainment is definitely a part of this, it's more a case of I'm trying, you know, I'm sharing an experience where I'm doing something and learning something while I do it, while at the same time share possibly, hopefully, some level of, I don't know, expertise or knowledge or skills that I might have. I'm not a professional and I'm not trying to teach you how to do things, but at the same time I have learned a thing or two over the years doing this sort of thing. And you know, I think that there's some value in that. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of rambling because, you know, it's a strange phenomenon doing this stuff and sharing it on YouTube. It kind of goes against, on some level, it goes against the core of who I am. Anyways, I don't think I'm making any sense anymore, so I'm just going to stop talking. And I think that's enough footage of this. Other than when I get home, like I said, I will share me unloading the van, or unloading the trailer, the logs off the trailer. Alright, so we'll see you back at those again. I tweaked my knee somehow. Oh, geez. You getting the idea? And just like that, easy peasy. Hey. All right, I'll take care. See you in the next video.